Hi, everybody. I'm coming from Dreaming Morocco. Find your purpose, find your joy, and create bridges. April asked me to speak to you because I'm one of the women going on the trip with her. Um, well, when this trip came up, I get some time back last year, when I saw that it was 17 days and at the price she was offering, I jumped on it. I paid for it, I think, December of last year to go on this trip. Even though I had a trip planned to go to Thailand in March, since this one was in November, I thought, that was enough space. I had a lot of things going on in my life at the time. I was a caregiver for my husband. I was working full time. I was a union rep. I had my daughter here in the house. I had my grandson, and I thought I needed some peace. So this trip sounded like the greatest thing that came along for me, and I needed to go. My biggest problem at the time was trying to figure out to make sure that my husband was taken care of. He was in a facility at the time, being taken care of while I would be gone at that length of time. That was 17 days. The trip to Thailand was 13 days. So December, I decided not to run for the union position anymore. I gave that up. And February, my husband passed away. So with that happening, I still went through what I had to go through, and I still went on the trip to Thailand because I just needed a break and I needed some time for myself. And then I came back. I ended up putting my daughter out the house. She's older anyway. And I retired from work in May. So with all my praying for peace at the time, I found I had this peace, not in the way I wanted it, but it was there. So I am happy and looking forward to this trip coming up. I met April. I really don't know how I met April. I think it was for acting, but it was a great thing that I did meet her. It must have been at least maybe 10 years, maybe a little less than that. And it was over the phone. She didn't have her Facebook Live anymore. That wasn't going on at the time. So it was on the telephone, and I have kept up with her for that length of time. And I think last year she had one of her classes, and I got on the phone with her, and it was funny because I was talking on my phone, not knowing that she was hearing me talking on my phone while I was listening to her at the same time. But she put the trip up when I started getting her emails, and I was like, I'm going. And then, of course, I have also joined her Badass Actors group, and April has helped me a lot, even though she's crazy. But April has helped me a lot to go through a lot that I've gone through and to focus on myself, and I'm happy for that. She has had me writing in my journals, and that's making me find some clarity. And I just think this trip would be a great extension of what I'm going through with her already to find, I mean, of course, Morocco is gorgeous. The pictures she shows are gorgeous. The journeys and the stories she tells you about are great. So, and I'm really open about going on trips. My husband and I have traveled. I have traveled. I love going to places and meeting people in their environment, in their culture. I don't understand why people go to places and then stay at a resort. I mean, you might as well stay home and then watch National Geographic if that's what you want to do. But if you want to meet the people, taste the food, feel the flavor, you have to get out and be there. And this is what this trip is offering. And that is why I am so happy she's offering it. We're going to be going all over the place, but that is wonderful. I mean, you're scared and excited all at the same time. So I'm happy to be going through all this. I know I try to write down stuff that I need to talk about because I will go off on tangents. And seeing the pictures that she showed me, it just blows me away. So my husband, like I said, and I have traveled a lot. We did like 3 weeks biking through Italy, are all around. And so preparing for this trip, I went out, as April said, the first thing I think I bought was a sleeping bag. And I bought a duffel bag that you roll, and it has like a false bottom on the bottom. So I'm like, oh, I'll just pack stuff on the top and keep the bottom empty for presents. And I did buy a few compression bags that I can compress stuff and put in the bag. But the one thing you have to remember about the compression bags is your stuff still weighs the same, but you can get more in. So I have that. And then I tell you, when we traveled in Italy for the 3 weeks biking, they told you could only bring one bag. So I find that packing a lot of stuff, the stuff you find out you really don't need, what April was saying, come with the least amount is probably the best, especially if you're going to be buying things as we go along that you can also wear. I mean, the most important thing for me, is just to have enough underwear. I can wear my pants a few times, and that's great. That's okay with me. I did get shots when I went to Thailand, and I spoke to them about Morocco. And I may go back, like she said, go to your doctor to make sure. They said that I might not need anything, that because I already had some shots this year. I did have my passport have to be renewed, because I would have been only 5 months. In some countries, I think Morocco's one, once at least 6 months. So you do have to get that done, get your passport in, and get that done before you leave. I sent mine off. Hopefully it will be back in time. And let's see, what else do I want to say that I had myself do? I get done. I'm going through, well, I really feel like this trip, since I've had some endings and new beginnings, this journey is a beginning for me. I feel I will find a lot about myself. That's why I'm happy to be going. I think the group of women that are going is going to be great. I think, what else do we want to talk about? Oh, and I also do have my backpack. I have a backpack in my travel bag. That's all I'm bringing with me. And maybe a small bag to carry around with me when I'm going out. And I do want to see all the fashions. And as you notice, we do have some African art behind me. We were a big collectors of African art. I think I only have maybe a few pieces that are Turek. I don't have any Moroccan art, so I'll be loving to see the artwork that is there, and going to whatever mosques or museums or whatever that's there to see their artwork. So let's see what else. Anybody doesn't have any questions? Anybody out there need to ask questions? And April, yes, you are deranged and a little crazy. I'm sorry. I will be reclaiming my time for myself. And I think when you go and you travel to these places, you do have to keep your options open. Want to enjoy, want to see, want to indulge yourself in it, and not be scared and come with your already set things that you think that's supposed to happen, that you get here at home or whatever, wherever you're coming from. That is not always going to be what you get when you're there. You have to be open to just enjoying yourself, just having fun, just letting go of the pretenses that you come with. Let it just be, just be who you are, and be open to whatever comes every day. Be open to your breath. Be open to letting loose, and be open to April, like yelling at you. And I will be one of those women that'll be asking for vegetarian food. I don't know what the breakfast is like, and she may be hating on me at the time, but she'll get over it. I'm pretty adaptable when it comes to food. I just need food for fuel. I mean, as long as you give me fuel and I can keep going, I'm good. And April might not want me to keep going all the time. Just don't give me coffee. But she'll be okay. I told her I'll just come and stay in her room with her, and I'll drive her crazy, but she'll get over it. So what else out there to talk about this great trip? She just told me I got slapped, but that's okay. What else we have to do? Let's see. Well, me and languages, not good. I try. I can get the hellos and the bathroom and the things I may need, but you know what? You learn to communicate with people when you're away. You get your point across, and if you don't, hopefully you don't say anything really bad. But if anyone has any questions for me, because April's listening and she may want to answer something, I don't know. But I'm just liking the place that I am right now, and I'm hoping I'm going to like the place I am when I'm in Morocco, because I am looking really forward to this. I'm like excited and scared all at the same time, because riding a camel, when I was in Thailand, I didn't get on the elephant. So I'm not like a horse person, and I don't like I didn't want to get on the elephant. I respect the animals, but we're going to ride that camel. I'll just deal with it. If I could ride a bike, I guess, for 3 weeks. And I did fall and smash my face there. I was really pretty in Italy for 3 weeks, but I adapted. I just chewed really slow. And what else did I want to tell you? Okay. Oh, like April, I like what April said about your money. Just get money from the ATMs when you need it instead of carry, because I was going to bring cash. She said take it as you go, and that works for me also, since you don't have as much cash on you. And I think this trip is going to be great. And I think all of you who are coming, we're going to have a great time. So I know I talk really fast, and I'm supposed to be on here for like 30 minutes, but I don't think I'm going to go 30 minutes. So if anyone has a question of why I'm really going, or what else do you think they need to come with, please ask. And I do love you too, April. But, oh, you know what I also noticed? That when you travel, and the more I have traveled, that people are pretty much the same wherever you go. We are the same and different all at the same time. People need housing, people need clothing, people need to eat, people need, I guess, money and what to support themselves. We're all the same. So that's why I say go and enjoy yourself. The only thing we might not understand is how we speak. I always tell people it's just different language. You fly 12 hours to go someplace else, and they're the same. They may look a little different, but we're all the same. We're humans. So I think that's going to be it for me. I thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, you can write it on the comment lines and I can answer them. Until we meet in November. Bye.